B-Marsh Boxing, what's happening, world? Back at it with another boxing video. So Shakur Stevenson wins a wide unanimous decision to claim the vacant WBO featherweight title last night versus Joet Gonzalez, an undefeated fighter. But Shakur Stevenson, he destroyed this guy, and he literally could have even destroyed him even more. I think he held back some due to the fact, this guy is his opponent is his girlfriend's brother. You know what I mean? I personally think he could have done more damage to him, but he cruised to an easy victory. You know what I mean? There's levels to this, and this guy was definitely not nowhere close to Shakur Stevenson's level. Not to mention, Shakur Stevenson serves him a slice of humble pie and chase it down with a can of whoop ass. You know what I mean? And that's basically what happened to Joet Gonzalez. Joet Gonzalez and his pops, they need to actually look themselves in the mirror and come to grips that they need to change their mentality and their ways. You know what I mean? First and foremost, they need to get better in the gym. Shakur Stevenson in the gym sparring against guys like Terrence Crawford all day, every day. Who's Joet Gonzalez sparring? He ain't even sparring his sister. He's probably sparring his brothers, you know what I mean? Or sparring his pops. That ain't gonna cut it. And you can see the levels to this. He wasn't on nowhere close to Shakur Stevenson's level. You know, Top Rank did a little special on the relationship between Shakur Stevenson, Joet Gonzalez pops, and Joet Gonzalez sister, who dates Shakur Stevenson. And really and truly, they was talking a whole bunch of rubbish, whole bunch of nonsense. You know what I mean? Am I going to jump out the window and say that these guys really don't like Shakur Stevenson for the fact that he's black and he's not Mexican like them? That's highly likely because they're using a whole lot of code words when you listen to that little piece with Mark Kriegel and Joey Gonzalez family. You know what I mean? Whole lot of code words. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, they talking about Shakur Stevenson's don't have any morals and is not classy. Okay, so what are you guys? You guys have morals and you guys are classy. These guys are basically disowned a sister and daughter because she's dating Shakur Stevenson. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? I personally think it's more reasons than just the fact that they keep saying, oh, they don't like the guy, they don't like the way he carries himself, he has no class and no morals. Okay, but you guys do, hating on the brother because he's not of the same ethnicity or race as you. That's exactly what it is. How you going to Mark Kriegel is there telling, he's asking the guy if the pops, Joey Gonzalez pops, if his daughter texts him. He says every day, she says she loves and misses him. And the pops can't even reciprocate the love or say the same thing back. I don't know where y'all come from, man, but that shit right there is some that's some real cornball type of thing right there. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, hopefully they can patch things up. I don't know if Jahira Gonzalez and Shakur Stevenson as a couple will be invited to Thanksgiving in a month's time. But if not, I'm not gonna tell the girl to move on. She got a good boyfriend. No, family is who she's known most of her life. These are the people who grown and molded her. You know what I mean? Shakur Stevenson actually says that the girl misses her pops and she would love to get back with her pops, as even as far as trying to revive her boxing career. You know what I mean? Because apparently she went through a little slump and was losing fights, and that's mostly probably because of due to the fact that you know, she's not close with her father anymore. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, all that world title shit they was talking about was an illusion. They weren't even close to sniffing that WBO title. So it's only right that they just make amends with their daughter. Because at the end of the day, that love for their family and daughters as a sister and as a daughter, from Joet Gonzalez and his father is more tangible and it's more real than that illusion of this guy ever achieving a world title, especially with the way he fought versus Shakur Stevenson. It was embarrassing how the guy got taken to school. The guy was very predictable, throwing the same kind of shots with no punch variety. Jab, right to the stomach. That shit ain't gonna cut it against a superior boxing mover, and like Shakur Stevenson. You know what I mean? Shakur Stevenson only getting started. Joet Gonzalez, you're gonna have to go to the back of the line and reevaluate your life. Fuck that boxing shit. You know what I'm saying? You can't beat if you can't even beat a Shakur Stevenson, let alone win 2 rounds. You're gonna be relegated to fighting on Facebook on them Golden Boy cards. You know what I mean? Where you usually been at. Hey man, that's just the truth. And the truth about it is too that you and your father are showing no morals and no class that you're claiming Shakur Stevenson isn't showing by basically disowning your sister and your daughter. You know what I mean? One of the brothers came to say peace and give the man Shakur Stevenson dap and stuff, So at least, whether he was genuine or not, he's trying to take the high road and just basically, show appreciation and give the man his credit and his due for beating the shit out of his brother. You know what I mean? Shakur Stevenson came out that fight unscathed. For the most part, all I saw was a left and right hook combination, and that was the best thing. And that was in round seven that the man Shakur Stevenson, I'm sorry, Joet Gonzalez did. In round six, he threw like an 8 to 10 punch combination, and maybe one of those punches got through. That's when Shakur Stevenson was in the corner. Shakur Stevenson took this guy to boxing school. He made him ride the yellow bus, put him on the short yellow bus because he's definitely not ready to ride with the big boys. You know what I mean? And that's just the truth. Really and truly, I thought it would be a more competitive fight than what we witnessed, simply due to the fact this guy has a lot of animosity to the kid. You know what I mean? Whether Shakur Stevenson and him have gone back and forth and said things that they probably regret, that may be the case, but at the end of the day, as men, they need to move on. I heard some channels out here on YouTube. Some people even came in my comment section. They saying the kid is negative, is a negative fighter. I think that's also another code word. You know what I mean? That's what they would say about Rigondeaux, Andre Ward, Floyd Mayweather. Yeah, you never hear them say this about any Caucasian fighters or any other fighters besides black fighters. You know what I mean? You check it. They said the same type of thing about Pernell Whitaker. I guess when you're too good, just like Tim Bradley said, that you're winning rounds easily and giving this guy a boxing lesson. Hey man, some people can't appreciate it. Like George Foreman says, boxing is like jazz. The better it is, the more people hate it. You know what I mean? You know, there's some channels out here who are flaming up the man Shakur Stevenson. You know what I mean? They calling him all kind of names under the sun. Only thing I ain't heard them call him is the N word. You know what I mean? Which they really want to, and those code words they using are basically suppressed to say, they suppressions to say that to basically cover up the fact that they really calling him the N word. You know what I mean? Hey man, that's on you, man. You probably thought Joey Gonzalez was going to do something. Yeah, you're probably more invested in this fight. Not that the fact that you love boxing. You these channels that are hating on the man and using code words against Shakur Stevenson, they really mad at the fact that Shakur Stevenson is dating Joel Gonzalez. That's what it is. You know what I mean? And in real life, they don't like that type of shit happening anyways. You know what I'm saying? A brother dating any other type of ethnicity, especially one of theirs. But hey, man, that's the ways of the world these days. You know what I mean? Can't do nothing about it. Let people be with whom they want to be. The man said he loves the girl. If he ain't beating her, if he ain't abusing her, if he's not being, uh, you know, a thorn on her side or detrimental to her growth as a young lady and or a person, then let them be. Let them be in love and they're young. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to all them channels hating on Shakur Stevenson. All you do is sound stupid, and it just reminds me of the kind of hate that great black boxers get especially when they watch their opponents 12 rounds to zip, 11 rounds to 1. This ain't nothing new. Be March Boxing. Leave your thoughts and comments, and I'm out of here. Peace. If you're new to the channel, please share and subscribe and hit that thumbs up on your way in and on your way out. Gone.